Giving you a slice of unapologetic conversation. Welcome to Straight to Tape. My name is C. Perry II, Mr. Fantastic Podcast. Fantastic Four. First, comedian, professional joke slinger, Tico the Gallo. What's good, Tico?
Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm going in and out like the breakdancing competition. Anyway.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but same.
There you go.
Everybody's up here.
Here I am. Let me stick around.
I won't even have
And there he is.
do my job this time.
There he is. What's good, Tico?
Well, you all talk it. Evidently, I live it in the multiverse because that's exactly where I was that for a hot second. I was in the multiverse dealing with some stuff that's going on. And thank you for your, gratitudes and praises in the near future.
So you saw Tico and Earth Realm 12.
Exactly.
What was he doing? What was he / you doing?
Unfortunately, Rob, I can't do that because if I had torn in that type of stuff, how I would mess up the timeline. So I can't do that. But I will tell you this, Rob. Your beard, it looks great, even in that universe. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Appreciate
it. Wait. No, I don't want to hear that. Because I know Rob in some multiverse has a whole clean shaven face with hair. I know that.
I haven't been there, but I will tell you this, Perry. You know what I'm saying? Far away in the near future, you look like George Jefferson. That's all I can tell you. And when Keisha, I don't know exactly how it happened and what happened, but
I have a harem. Harem with me.
Yes, a harem of DJs. Just, you know what I'm saying, chained to your whim and just spinning records at your fucking demand.
Amen. So, amen. Sounds like a birthday.
Wait. Hold, wait. How she get a harem and I get the Sherman Helmsley dome? What the hell?
Because I'm single and you're married. Duh.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, of course, the first lady of S2T, the quintessential hip hop mom, Keisha with a Y.
What's up, y'all? It's Keisha with a Y, aka hip hop mom, aka I knew I should have taken those breakdancing classes when I was little. And your mom's favorite mom.
Yeah. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, our social media assassin. You know who he is with the beard, ladies and gentlemen, Rob the Actual.
Yeah, man, it's me, man. Hanging in here, you feel me? Working, maintaining, trying to live a little, you feel me? Doing my thing right here with Straight to Tape with my people. Shout out to the comment section. What's up?
Thug Thizzle.
Yeah, my Thug Thizzle, all of that good stuff, man. So yeah, always here ready to rock out. Got some good stuff for y'all coming down the pike, but we'll get into that later. You know what I mean? So thanks for joining us. And if you're here live, go ahead and drop a comment and let us know, you know what I'm saying? Alert us to your presence.
So in past years, Perry has given you a moniker. It seems like he hasn't gotten one yet for you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What's up?
It's early, and I ain't feel like pissing him off yet because every time I come up with something, it pisses him off. Nah, man, we can't do that. The double deuce. What I sound like, an ice house drinker? Well, come on, man. All right, give me some leeway here. All right, so I'll come up with something. I'm coming with something.
It's gonna inevitably make me mad.
Needle.
you know how his curmudgeon ass is. This is what he does. He hear it and he'll make a face just like he just made.
Yeah, pretty much. That's me. That's me.
What we got today?
Exactly. But look, ladies and gentlemen, straight to tape. Of course, you can catch us Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube. Audio version of Straight to Tape is available on your favorite podcasting platforms. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms, IG, X, Twitter, if you want to call it Twitter, X, whatever, Facebook, and Thread, Straight to Tape. And yeah, look, and the YouTube channel S2T Media, make sure you're hitting subscribe, make sure you're hitting the notification bell so you could be in tuned with your favorite podcast. Look, before we get started, and I got to bring this up before we get started, you know something? It's so funny because a lot of times our funniest content can be in our group chat, like everyone's group chat. You know, sometimes you just get some funny shit there. We got this little thing, okay, and Rob is really good with it. All right, we'll get this message in our group chat that says train wreck alert. All right, and let me tell you about the train wreck alert.
Train wreck in progress.
What was it? Yes, train wreck alert. And about 2 years ago, when singer Jaguar Wright started going live, we started paying attention because it was always a freaking train wreck. So whenever Rob sends out the bat signal saying train wreck alert, you know, we normally take the time to go over to Jaguar Wright's IG page, see what the hell she talking about.
Max Headroom.
She was on one.
You took it right out.
Max Headroom face ass.
Max Headroom, nigga. Yeah.
Pepsi.
Anyway, so, you know, on any average day, we'll all be working or doing our thug thizzle for whatever we're doing, and we get the alert, train wreck in progress, and we tune in to Jaguar Wright's IG Live. I didn't get to watch today because as soon as I turned it on, I got that woeful, "Hey Keisha, got a couple of minutes?"
from Microsoft Teams.
From Teams. So I couldn't watch it, but fill the people in on what happened with Mrs. Wright today.
I don't know. All I know, she was laying in bed, I guess with her husband.
She got a new husband.
She was laying in bed with some cat, and I don't know if he's I don't know, but man, she was talking like this one now. Okay, so if anybody, if you know, anybody follows Jaguar Wright over the last couple years on her Instagram lives, you've heard some like really, really crazy stuff. But today she was on a whole new level today, man. Like, and that's saying a lot for her. So like she went in on Candy Bird. She's gone in on Jill Scott before, but she went in on her today big time. She was talking about her sexual relationship with Tariq Trotter, aka Black Thought of the Roots. You know,
not my baby.
Allegedly, yeah, right. It was just crazy.
Happened on that tour bus, yo. Things happen on the tour bus.
You know what happens on the tour bus stays on. But yeah, it was wild.
That's not her motto, because she's telling everyone's everything all the time, whether it has anything to do with her or not.
So how much of it is how much of it do you guys think is just sensationalized cap or true? How much? I mean, what do you think that she says is true?
I think that she is angry that things did not go how she had anticipated them going. So now I think there is some credence to the things that she says, because she was in the place, right? She was in the space. I don't have a problem with people telling their own story, whether it would be a story if it happened to me that I would tell out loud or not, right? That's not that ain't my battle to fight. If something happened to you and you want to tell that story about you, then fine. But she is telling everyone else's business. And then she has the best and worst fucking peanut gallery. Cause they're like, yeah, Jack, they trying to take you out because you're telling the truth. Telling the truth about what? Like, you're exposing things that really don't make.
Turn your fan off, Perry.
They don't make a difference, right? They don't make a difference to anyone anywhere. But you're basically doing it for engagement. That's it. Like, you're bringing up stuff that happened 20, 30 years ago. You're telling stories where you may have been standing around. You know what I'm saying? You weren't involved in it. You just witnessed an exchange or something happening. The people involved that you're telling these stories about, like, there's tons of shit that we have done, that we have seen, that we have been a party to, that we have participated in when we were in our 20s, that I would never, ever speak out loud to anyone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not like it's some deep, dark secret or whatever, but it's personal between the people that it happened with, or to, or around, or whoever was there. If you was there, you know. If you weren't there, you don't fucking know. But she feels the need somehow and this urge to tell it for engagement. Simply for engagement.
It's
like people will send her, like, the people that love her so much and think that she's so coveted and she's been done so wrong. People that act like her aren't done wrong, they're done right. You know what I'm saying? You understand? Does that make sense? Like, people that act like she acts, and we all know them and think they're entitled to something. And every shit happens to everybody, right? And we deal with it, and we deal with our issues, and we make pieces, or we exit situations that cause us harm and strife. But then not coming back 20, 30, 15, 10 years later and trying to out people. That's crazy to me.
Because, like, so earlier you said that some of the stuff that she says, you know, somewhat believable, but right, a lot of stuff she says, it's like hard to believe that. It's almost like the stuff that a lot of stuff she says she would have actually had to be right there, right then, when said stuff was happening, but it's hard to believe that she actually was. So, like Reg said in the comments, it kind of like lends itself to a lot of cap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's just rattling stuff off when she's ranting.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Right. And I think her mental health condition has a lot to do with this, right? And that she doesn't have the people around her to say, "Hey, girl, give me your phone." Like right now.
But
now while you're lying.
Is that what it is though? Like, dudes, like, how long, like, we've been on since like what, like 2000, or, you know, like even till like, all right, Black Mirror. We talked about the show Black Mirror, right? We, you know, when we first came on, and we talked about the episode that we all enjoyed was the episode about the young lady having the likes and using likes as currency, right? And it's crazy how all this has, like, pretty much came to you know, saying fruition, because it's for the likes.
The new Doctor Who has a similar episode.
Right. So so I haven't seen that, but I'm gonna check it out though. But it's for the likes. And so if you can make money off likes, and if you stay relevant, you know what I'm saying? What's the difference between her and you know what I'm saying,
Donald Trump.
a shock jock,
Yeah.
you know what her what's his name?
Howard Stern.
Howard
Howard
Stern.
Howard Stern. You feel me? It's just for the shock treatment of it, you know what I'm saying? The shock value of it all.
I guess
You know what I'm
Howard
saying?
Stern is telling a story from a tabloidy point of view, right?
Mhm.
She is telling stories where people and she entrusted each other in these friend circles or companion circles or whatever circle she was traveling in. And now you want to be the one. Ain't nobody else said nothing else. You see what I'm saying? All of these people that she's dropping name dime on, ain't nobody else all these years later said nothing else. And she's the one that has decided to cross the circle.
But to play devil's advocate, I mean, I still haven't heard anybody like take her to court for defamation.
No.
But is it worth it to take her to court?
Right. Nobody like this. All the other business that she
Yeah.
has decided not to tell up to this point would have to go out into the court records. It's not worth it. You just ignore her. Don't make eye contact and she'll go away. But she ain't going away. It's like motherfucker like year 2. And all 4 of us watch the shit. So I don't even know why I'm talking. I'll shut up now.
I got you, kid.
But
It's like that roach
yeah.
on like that roach on the wall. You see it, but it's just standing still. Like if I stay still, you ain't gonna see me, but I see you. You know?
Right. But and yes, there are such things as industry secrets. You know what I'm saying? But didn't she say something about Jay-Z looks at teleprompters on the floor?
Look, I'll go ahead and say it, okay? The whole Jay-Z portion of this, all right? To me, it sounds like a jilted side piece. Okay. That's what she sounds like every time she talks about Jay-Z.
Oh, so hello, Jay. You gonna come pick me up? Nah, babe. I gotta pick up Beyonce. What? Oh, it's you and Beyonce now? That was the start of her spiral, probably.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the start of her spiral.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Because say what? That's for real, or you were just making an example? Is that for real? Don't say that for real.
See,
like for real, for real?
see, meme logic. It was a joke, Nick.
Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Meme logic.
Because all I saw because
Meme
it like went into my head. I was like, what? Jay, what? How kind of man?
Yeah, it's
that's
like meme
America by
logic
do,
is
do, do, do,
so like I had an exchange with this dude. It might have been yesterday or the day before. And it's kind of disappointing because I don't know this person, but a lot of people that I know this person. And like we
is
just
this Hotepish? Is this Hotepish? I'm just be honest. Is it Hotepish?
We have to come up with a new like category name for this because it's just stupid. It's ignorant. It's willfully ignorant. So he put something about Kamala is no, because this is something that Donald Trump said, right?
Mhm.
Oh, Kamala's black now and it's convenient. It's pandering. And so I just like most time I just scroll past with some people. I'm like, can you tell me how? Like, I get white people, pure Aryans, not understanding how someone can be of multiple cultures, multiple races, and still celebrate them both equally, right?
Mm.
They're the ones that made the paper bag test and the construct of race itself in America and the one drop rule. Right. They're the ones.
Nigga, you use pure T nigga.
Right. But black people, like, I really don't get it. So this person goes on to say, well, she said she was Indian.
When?
She is Indian. So he sends me a clip of her on Mindy's cooking show.
Oh God, that one.
Oh my gosh, for real.
Where Mindy says When Mindy's basically says, I didn't know you were Indian. And Kamala's like, yes, I'm Indian. You know why she said that? Because she's fucking Indian. But she never said she was black. How many times outside of singing a song or like just generally in your day-to-day language, right? Just think about it. That you, unless someone asks you, which they're probably not going to because all three of y'all look black as hell. How many times do you say out loud?
Shut up, Tico.
How many times do you say out loud on a regular basis, I am black? If you're not singing a song and you're not like on the internet, like, you know, it's like I'm black during a Black History Month. I'm black 365 days a year. Like outside of that shit, how much do you verbalize the fact that I'm black, or that you're heterosexual, or that you're gay, or that you're this?
No.
How unless someone asks you, and Mindy asked her, posed the question, I didn't know you're Indian. She said, yes, I'm Indian. My mother's Indian.
But what you say, Key, you know what I'm saying? I do say that an awful lot because I find that I quote a fine movie called Queen, where Halle Berry played in a house slave who happened to be freed. And so on a constant, you may hear me just on a random just scream out, "Ice Nigra, Ice Nigra, Ice Nigra."
But so it just got to the point where I was just tired. I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. You're right. You got it. Because it's stupid.
Yeah. No, it is. It is.
Like like many resources, many clips of her referring to the black community and then using the word we. But I guess that's not good enough because she didn't say I am black.
If I'm not mistaken, I thought the presidency is for everybody. So it doesn't. What does it matter? Does it matter? Does it matter?
It is. And it's not. You would think it would be, but it's not Hotepish because I've been tussling on this one post of dumbass Dr. Umar that called her a coon. And also said some other lies that have completely, like, I get it there. And I was a party to it. I was captured in 4 years ago, the misinformation campaign. Right. But we know better now. So we should do better. And this has nothing to do with your vote or not. This is telling the truth, yo. Like just telling the truth and seeking out the truth.
Seeking out accurate information.
Right.
Okay. That's the issue. Seeking out accurate information. But at the same time, when you come in with your bias and you get the accurate information and still don't believe the accurate information, that's where the conversation ends with me. Okay.
Yeah,
because that's when I realize I can't have a real conversation with you,
can't have
because
with those people. Right.
Yeah, you can't because you now, you're going to have your bias. You're going to keep your bias. And the only thing that you're really looking for
but that's not even bias, Perry. We got to separate those two. That's not bias. That is you believing a lie and continue to believe a lie. That's not a bias.
And needing something to justify the lie. Needing something to make you feel good, really make you feel good about the lie, because that's all it really is, making you feel good about the lie.
Right. Yeah.
So that you can continue to say the lie.
Yeah.
Right.
You flip flop it all the time. I mean, you can't be pro-life and then be down with capital punishment. You feel me? It's just fucking crazy.
Right. Exactly. Make it make sense.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we have fun. Trust me, we have fun with the with the train wreck alert because she's always good for one. Really, she's always good for one.
So what
I'm not,
about the? No, go ahead. I'm finish your thought, man.
no, go ahead, Rob. Go ahead. What?
What about what about the funny thing about her videos that we picked up on is that she'll be in the middle of a rant and like she'll be in the middle of like some admittedly she'll be in the middle of some good stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden her live will end like that, like abrupt, like bam. So to me,
like that time Tiffany Haddish came in the comments, she was talking shit about Tiffany Haddish.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So at first we were like, dang, man, Instagram ain't playing with her. They smooth cutting her Jones off, you know what I'm saying, when she starts getting good. But then we figured it out. It's like, man, that's Jaguar in her own video. Trying to sensationalize it, making it, you know what I'm saying, seem like the Illuminati.
Instagram ain't giving a fuck about what she talking about.
Right,
okay?
right.
Let's be real.
She probably don't even do it from her phone. She probably get somebody to like cut her router on her, reset the router in her house so it makes it look like
yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's what we picked up on. It's like, yeah, eventually it just started getting crazy. Like every time you on live, you just get cut off. That ain't Instagram.
Yeah. And she had y'all do know she has a YouTube like basically a kind of gossip show on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not watching that.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
I can't go down that rabbit hole.
No, we're not. And we look, and we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole.
People that know me really well know that I got mad YouTube rabbit holes.
Yeah, exactly. But look, we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But look, let's pivot over here. Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, who is running for governor. This last set of ads, and look, I gotta say this, and this is probably going to be one of the few compliments that I am going to make on the Mark Robinson campaign. These last set of ads coming from his campaign that are really trying to humanize him. All right. I mean, look, politically speaking, I do think it's a good move to do that. All right. Will it make me go out and vote for him? No, but I do appreciate the hustle. I see what he's trying to do here. In humanizing him and trying to not, him not playing into what he has said. All right. But this last one, the one that includes him and his wife, really, I'll say this. Well, you know what? I got a little piece of it. I do have a little piece of it. And yo, Rob.
Yes, sir.
Yo, can you hit the video with the bald head?
30 years ago, my wife and I made a very difficult decision. We had an abortion. It was like this silent pain between us that we never spoke of.
It's something that stays with you forever.
So I just chopped it up a little bit. I didn't want to, I ain't want to play the whole ad, as such with permission from the campaign, because I ain't trying to get permission from the campaign. I just want to show, show this portion. He talks, they talk about, they started off talking about the abortion that Mrs. Robinson had early in their relationship. And then they pivot from that to, common sense abortion policies as it relates to, as it relates to rape, and as it relates to child molestation. All right. But it mentions nothing about the state's 12-week ban on abortion. and it actually pushes the falsehood of of all of these late term abortions that that have been happening.
I don't
Yeah, that's been happening since since Roe, since the beginning of Roe v. Wade.
Yeah,
Um,
that doesn't
so
exist.
yeah, guys, what do what are your thoughts on on this particular ad?
So Mark Robinson is slowly finding out that he cannot flip flop and just say one thing and then say the exact same thing that the others in his party do. This is a clear pivot from his former stance. He's been quoted as saying, "We've got to do it that same way they rolled it forward," in reference to the 12-week current law in North Carolina. We've got to do it the same way with rolling it back, referencing Roe v. Wade. We've got it down to 12 weeks. The next goal is to get it down to 6 and then just keep moving from there. But I think most important work we have to do beyond that is the work that we're going to do with crisis pregnancy centers, the work we'll do with our adoption, daycare, and all of those systems. So I am just disgusted by this commercial. And again, here we go. The pandering that exists in this. You didn't change your mind overnight. You didn't change your mind so quickly from likening abortion to genocide. Like, you didn't change your mind, but you've seen that the stance that you had is probably putting you down in the polls. So you just decide to say what you think people want to hear. The 12-week abortion law already exists. But you also didn't speak to the fact that whether you'd sign a more stringent law, you haven't said any of that shit. You haven't said any of it. But you just want to say what you think people want to hear. Now, I will say that horrible commercial that talks about that quotes him as saying women won't keep their skirt down. I did read a couple of articles that he was at a fundraiser. It appeared to be at somebody's house, and they specifically asked him about that commercial. And in his defense, he did say that little snippet was part of a 20 and 30-minute talk that he was doing with young men. And at that point, he was talking about their responsibility in creating a child. But I ain't seen the whole talk, so I'm still not completely sold on his reasoning behind that. But also at that same fundraiser, he did verbalize that he personally does not believe in using abortion as birth control. But there are circumstances where people may have to make very hard decisions, and he wants healthy options to be available. So, I don't know if he lied or not, but I feel like it is. He is so flip floppy. He's so flip floppy.
Well, I mean, maybe he had a double shot of guilt, because if y'all tend to forget, he had a girlfriend on the side too, if I'm not mistaken, and he paid for that one too, So not only his wife, but he had
Allegedly.
yeah, allegedly. So so I'm just saying, man, it's the dude, I try not to get into that like realm because first of all, I'm not a woman, but I know things are wrong, but um, it, this dude, man, I don't, he thinks that, if he could, from what I heard about him, is that, if it was up to him, abortion, what I'm saying, to be off the table altogether, right?
Yep.
But like, again, that's just his opinion. Then you have to take to the fact that, like Keisha said, he's painting the optics of, this is how I feel. I'm going to stand on how I feel, but I understand that I'm representing the people. So I have to get that, this 12-week thing. It's okay if I just show some leeway and work with the Democrats a little, some or whatever, you know what I'm saying, with the ops and get this thing popping. I mean, it's just a pony show. Politics is just, the whole joint is just a big pony show, man. And I just hope that, things get done. That's all I can say about the whole shebang, man, because, if you don't like it, do something about it. If not, then all this crap will just keep going on and on and on.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Rob?
Yeah, circular argument. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I feel like he's just that whole ad is kind of alludes to what Keisha was talking about earlier, man. I feel like he's feeling some type of pressure, man. It's almost like feeling some pressure to walk back that,
Fire and brimstone.
Yeah. He, that whole big nut stance that he had about, keep your skirt down and all that type of stuff, man. And I think he felt pressure to walk that back because it's like, look, bro, you can't be out here, you know what I'm saying? You're offending some people that, may support you, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because
but my question is, Rob, that ad has been running, that keep your skirt down ad has been running for months. Like months.
And Keith, just to slide in real quick, that's an ad that was, created by his opponent in opposition when Mark Robinson, and let's keep it real here, right? Before Mark Robinson jumped into politics, before Mark Robinson became lieutenant governor, what was Mark Robinson doing? Mark Robinson was doing the same thing that Tico de Gallo, Keisha with a Y, Rob the Actual, and C. Perry II were doing.
Oh Lord!
He had a platform.
I wonder how Homie is doing.
He had a platform on social media. He had a platform. He had a platform sharing his views.
You mean the same platform he called Michelle Obama a gorilla on?
Yep.
And a man?
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
But my point is that ad has been running for months and months and months. And like Rob said, somebody had to tap him on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, cuz this ain't how you should be. Be different." And
it was a Josh Stein ad. It was a Josh Stein ad that resonated.
Yep.
You gotta take that country out of church joint situation, right?
Yeah.
But y'all, please vote. That's all. If you're in North Carolina,
That's
please vote. Because that man could not be governor of this great state. We've come too far, not far enough, but we've come far since the Jesse Helms days. So, yeah, that's not.
You know, if
Oh,
if
hold
Jesse
on,
Helms
hold
had a
on.
day, if Jesse Helms had a day, like a day, and everybody got off on that day, would you take that day,
No,
or would you
I'm wor-
work that day?
I'm working. But also the whole pro life while it's in the womb or while it's a fertilized zygote, but not caring for the children that become of that zygote. Is it zygote? Whatever.
So,
Um, his wife and him own a foundation, a nonprofit that funds is supposed to fund like food nutrition in schools, but then they also owned a daycare, right?
yep.
Yeah, the daycare just got scraped with
Yep.
lots of violations, health code violations, and all kind of things. Now, again, the same thing that his orange Jesus does is say that it's a political witch hunt. But if you was feeding the kids bad food, you was feeding the kids bad food. Like it's not always a conspiracy. Sometimes y'all are just doing bad shit and people call it out.
Yeah. I mean,
The
you can't.
conspiracy is probably that whoever you thought was on your side won't on your side
Cutting
to kind of
corners.
cut to quell it.
Mm.
But the report shows that you've cut so many corners. So you're like, that's what does not make sense to me. Like you guys want to force women to have children, like push children out of their vaginas. But if they don't have you're against sex education, right? To teach girls and women and men and boys and they and thems about sex, how to protect yourself, the
Properly.
ramifications of not protecting yourself properly. So then women get pregnant and you want to force them to have the baby when they're fully not prepared or there are other very extreme extenuating circumstances. But then anything to help them, you want to take it away. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to prevent it on the front end, and you don't want to help it when it happens on the back end.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's just
Uh,
it's just idiotic.
it's funny because, and I'll just wrap with this. Um, the late Rush Limbaugh used to say on his show that I am pro-choice. I choose life. He used to always say that to justify justify the pro-life movement, or how he and a lot of his minions put it, the pro-abortion movement.
Hmm.
And I guess my problem and issue, just like you say, Kate, you know, how can you be pro-life in the womb and not be pro-life out of the womb?
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now, look, speaking about life, let's go to the next topic real quick. So, we didn't get a chance to talk about this last week. Um, the Sonya Massey case. This was the woman in Illinois that called the cops, and because she heard something outside, and during the cops' interaction there, one of the cops shot and killed her, and that cop lost his job and is in jail with murder charges.
Hmm.
Now, this was a cop that over the past 3 years was fired from 4 other departments. Now, the sheriff. This was a Sangamon County Sheriff, Jack Campbell, who's responsible for hiring. There was a lot of pressure with the police officers' record of employment, with him getting hired and the sheriff being responsible for the hiring. There were a lot of calls for him to resign, which he said, no, I'm not resigning. No, I'm not resigning. No, I'm not resigning. So last week he decided to retire. Okay. Amid the pressures and criticisms over this case.
So do we want to mention here that he is
mention it.
I don't know whether he still is, but he was Grayson's future father-in-law.
Oh, okay. This isn't allegedly, right?
No, because I don't know if I sent it to y'all, but his mother, Campbell's mother, wrote a nice little piece to their local newspaper, and they printed it. And she was basically asking, does anyone care about Sean Grayson's family? Does anyone care about his fiance that she's crying herself to sleep every night? No, we don't.
No.
I'm sorry, we don't. Because this family is not shocked that this man did what he did because of what you just said. In how do you get hired if you're in tech? You're like in cybersecurity, and you have been at 4 jobs in 3 years. I've been a hiring manager. If I look at a resume and someone's doing the same thing at 4 jobs in 3 years, I'm not even calling them in for a fucking interview.
Exactly.
And that's just somebody pushing paper. This nigga was allegedly let go or asked to leave 4 police departments in 3 years. And we got the internet and telephones now. Like, it's not like you had to send a carrier pigeon. Weren't they all in Illinois?
They were all in the state of Illinois. I mean, he had insubordination cases. He had DUIs. All right.
Oh.
The DUIs alone. The DUIs alone are a red flag.
So then some tapes just dropped, right, P? Some tapes just leaked.
Yep.
Of him talking to the chief at his prior, I forgot the name of the jurisdiction, but at his prior district prior to Sangamon. And dude was basically like, is you lying to me? And he was like, I don't think so. He was like, I have some weird feelings about like what you're telling me happened and what I'm hearing happened. They never quite said what happened, at least not that I heard. But he was like, do you understand why I feel like I'm telling you this? Why I'm telling you how I feel like this? And dude was like, yeah, but not really.
He's the real life Martin Riggs. If you don't know,
I hate to laugh, but I gotta laugh. Yeah.
If you don't know who Martin Riggs is, let's look at Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Yeah. He just insubordinate. He just wanted to do his own thing. He was just drinking and just like, you know what? Hey, I'm a cop. I wonder if in the interview, did he have on like tight jeans and you know what I'm saying, some cowboy boots? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't get it, man. It's like
Tigo,
these
tight acid wash jeans.
exactly. I mean, it's like these characters, like it's like people are just taken from movies and just putting it in real life, and it's like, what in the world is going on?
Is
You
it
know,
life
it's
imitating
bananas
or
out here,
art
yo.
imitating life? We don't know.
It's bananas. I mean, first of all, you said 3,
3.
dude.
4.
You said 4.
In 3 years. In
4
3 years.
is
4
years.
in 3 years.
Yeah.
Dude, after that second one, bro, like for real,
Just
like
hang it up. Do
what in the
something
world?
else.
No, I'll say this.
I mean,
I'll
but
say
I'm
this.
just saying, but
T-
what was it? His pay getting his pay had to be getting docked on some bullshit,
Yo,
bro.
Tigo,
That's crazy.
Tigo, feel me this on the movie shit, okay? If it was 2, his ass should have went from lethal weapon to national security.
Sure,
You
right.
feel me?
Right.
You
Right.
feel me? He should have, yeah. He should have been a mall cop with Paul Blart. Okay, that's what should have happened after after the second infraction. Not getting hired by another police or sheriff's department. What the fuck?
Ooh, I saw a good movie called Heidi. Nah, is it called Heidi? Mm-hmm.
Heidi ho.
But Paul Blart plays an evil dude. Crazy. Anyway,
that's crazy.
So here's the thing about that whole thing, y'all. These same people that are pro-life but against life after their life is outside of the womb also are against. Like, all y'all gotta do is build a fucking database. Like an access will do. An access database. And that's where you put this type of information. Yes.
Like what they got for criminals.
Exactly. And then a federal mandate that any action against any legal action or disciplinary action, internal disciplinary action against a police officer goes into this database.
Kay, you know what you're talking about right now?
Oh, you George Floyd Policing Act.
You're talking about the George Floyd Policing Act that was killed by Senator Tim Scott. Hope you enjoyed your honeymoon, bruh. All right. Hope you enjoyed your honeymoon.
You know, so old boy, that's crazy. So old boy stepped down, right? So the sheriff, so he stepped down, like he's like retired. He said, I'm gonna retire at the end of this month.
There's a difference between quitting and retirement.
Right, retirement.
He gets all of that money.
Exactly.
Pension, benefits, all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of like in the heat of the night, like in the heat of the night moment, right? Like, what if Bubba like shot somebody, right? And Bubba had to go through all this shit, and Bubba said, "You know what? If I go down, we all go down," right? And so the chief was like, "You know what? Fuck that shit. I'm gonna motherfucker retire before he started thinking that I have something to, I'm not gonna have his back or some shit like that." This shit sounds real fucking suspicious.
There you go.
Six departments. Six departments.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't Bubba that could bring the whole thing down. Okay, it was Parker. Parker could bring the whole thing down if he wanted to. Okay, let's not front. Okay, Parker was the one that had the information on everybody, everybody. All right.
Everybody go down. So I don't know, man. It just sounds real suspect for him to like, you know what I'm saying? Or he just like, or was it his time to retire? Or he just like, you know what I'm saying? Or did all the pressure, all this shit make him retire?
Sonya Massey's daddy, when he did his first press conference a couple of days after she was murdered, he said, "I'm coming for your job, cuz." Because there's no reason why this dude should have, and that's after some of this stuff started to come out about him working for multiple. I'm looking at an article from yesterday, ABC News 7 out of Chicago. It says records from his former employer, Logan County Sheriff's Office. A former inmate claimed Grayson acted inappropriately toward her while police were searching her for narcotics. She said she was fully exposed on a hospital bed when Grayson pulled the curtains back. Grayson denied that, saying that the inmate was fully clothed at the time. Logan County was one of 6 departments where Grayson worked in a span of 4 years before killing Massey.
Dang, he like, I know people that get fired from a job, like, and then find another job that next week. He got to be one of them dudes, though. Because then you telling me 6 jobs, bro. You telling me 6 in 4 years like that?
So one thing also that I'd like to note regarding this is that how important it is for the component of, because I'm not against police at all.
No,
but
not at all.
Oftentimes, I think we could say most times the people that police an area, they just police the area. They don't know the community, right? One of the things that community policing would have but absolutely, I think, had a police officer that was familiar with the community. And he doesn't have to be, if it's a black community, he's black, or if it's a white community, he's white. It's not about that. It's about engaging with the people and getting to know the people that you are protecting, not necessarily policing, right? This dumb nigga thought that when Sonya Massey said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," that it was a violent threat.
Might have been
when she said it again, he shot her in the face.
Cultural training.
Oh, blood.
But
it's training. Not, you can't, there's not enough training to get the culture. You have to be in the community. You have to be part of that community in order to learn these types of contexts and nuances. You can read a packet in a classroom that you're not going to read, right? You're taking me off the street, or you're paying me less for training. People aren't interested that way. They need to be part of the community. And I think with that, she would have still been alive today, because it wouldn't have been him, because he wouldn't learn about his culture.
I agree.
Yeah, there definitely has to be more of a push on community policing, and I definitely agree with that. Just across the board, man. It's just it would have prevented, I think, a lot of stuff that has happened over the years, and it possibly would have prevented what happened to Sonya Massey too. So,
yeah.
Great. All right, let's move on.
We don't have to.
No, we got to discuss this. I'm sorry, guys. We do have to discuss this. Okay. Hip hop and the 2024 Olympics.
Boo.
Before we get to the main thing
Perry, don't you show that damn video.
Before we get to the main thing, look. No, I was happy that Snoop was all over the place. I ain't even gonna front.
I love it.
Okay? I ain't even gonna front. The last Olympics, Snoop did the post game with him and Kevin Hart, which was completely entertaining. It was oh my God, it was hilarious. But this year he was actually there, okay, and getting paid. And getting paid out the ass to be there by NBC.
A billion.
Yeah. Look. And from where Snoop started to now the Uncle Snoop persona, the corporate Snoop, let's be honest, the corporate Snoop persona.
Martha Stewart's bestie.
Him there with his girl Martha Stewart. I mean, I loved every single minute of it.
The felon, by the way, the felon.
Yeah, yes, the felon. Okay, I loved every minute of it. Flavor Flav and his support of the Olympic women's water polo team, amazing. It was, it was a great story with him showing his support and then promising to be there and continue his support for 2028, which is going to be in Los Angeles.
He
The
also
Russians
paid.
also. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Key.
He also paid one of the shot putters rent
Yeah,
for a year
Mhm.
because they, they don't get paid. They still have regular
Yeah.
lives.
yeah.
And then also Jordan Childs, he offered to make her a bronze Flavor Flav clock
Yeah.
to replace her bronze medal that she had to give back because of some bullshit. But that's another
Yeah.
story.
But I
The
mean,
Russian, I'm sorry, Pete. The Russian swimming team, synchronized swimming team. They came out on Ludacris Roll Out. Hip hop everywhere, bro.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
Crazy, yo. Hip
Just
hop
there.
everywhere, yeah.
all right, let's get to the snake in the room.
Except for the fucking breakdancing competition.
Yeah, let's get to the snake in the room.
Okay, so I saw a video on TikTok and it had a lot of good points, and I did some research just to validate that these points were true. So before we start this conversation about the highs and the lows of the actual breakdancing competition, I want to give y'all this, okay? So
I'm gonna full screen you on this, okay?
okay, so breakdancing was brought to the Olympics by the World Dance Sports Federation. Have you ever heard of them before?
Never.
Actually, I have.
Perry, what do they do primarily?
I mean, they govern dance competitions, which includes breaking competitions that have been going on for years.
Only recently breakdancing. Only
Who
recently.
then
Ballroom dancing. They have
Yeah,
been
but
wanting to get ballroom dancing in the Olympics for decades, I think. But the IOC, is it the international?
yeah, the
IOC was like, nah, it's boring, it's dated. So they're like, oh, here's breakdancing. So yes, they now hold breakdancing competitions all over the world. I don't know if they hold any in New York though.
But were they the ones that were sponsoring those breakdancing competitions that have been going on all over the world for the past, correct me if I'm wrong, Tico, for the past 20 years?
Yeah.
I don't know that. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Now, what I do know is that breakdancing actually premiered as an Olympic event at the 2018 Young Olympics Games.
Right.
And the adult competition this year.
The test market Olympics.
Right.
Right.
The test market Olympics.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But that's what but that's what they do.
Now, going into the 2024 Olympics, they had already said that breaking was not going to make it to the 2028 Olympics.
Oh,
well, first of all, go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
First of all, from the interview that I heard, it was never ever called break dancing. It was called breaking. I'm sorry, I'm like 53, and when I was spinning on the floor and doing all that, they used to call it break dancing.
Oh, hold on, I got a point about that. I read an article and I could not find it again today or yesterday or the day before. France has a law around what is defined as dancing. So I was wondering if break dancing, which is what it's called, is not defined under French law as one of the dancing arts. And that's why for the Paris Olympics, they called it breaking and not break dancing. I'm still digging for that article. It was like some random article that I read that started out about something else. And then it gave that fact about the French law about what is dance.
No. I know of people. Go ahead, B. I mean, I know a lot of people gonna be like, it just didn't seem like it was like, ballot. This is what I had to do when I watched it. I had to realize that it was the Olympics, and I had to realize it was sport, and I had to realize that it was going to be judging. The only thing that I feel bad and feel sorry about is that they didn't break down what the judging was. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? They didn't break it down to enough where I didn't. As somebody who dance, who you know what I'm saying, who know the moves, I kind of like, oh, I see what they're looking at. Oh, he just did a suicide, or he just did this 2 times. He did this 3 times. Okay, I get they're taking points off of doing the same thing. I get that. But like in transition of doing things, you know what I'm saying? In the battle of doing things, cats cats that just don't dance like that, who see it, they'll be like, oh shit, did you see that move? You know what I'm saying? But but don't understand, like, oh, he just got like this, you know what I'm saying, some points taken away from doing this and doing that. I just wish that it was a little bit more, the judging was a little bit more that I understood it. I wish that
well, I don't think they had the right judges. I don't think they had the right commentators.
The commentator. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. And if y'all think back 4 years ago, that's when they introduced surfing and skateboarding, right? So those
skateboarding has been around. Skateboarding has been around for a minute in the Olympics. It's been out and it's been in numerous times.
But they explain, like, they have the right commentators. They have experts in whichever field we're talking, whichever sport we're talking about. Like, who the fuck are these people? And so, Tico, I get what you're saying. Like, there's a lot of caveats that you had to like load into your brain when watching it, but that completely eliminates the whole joy for me. It was like,
right.
It was like my kid has a non-black friend come over. I cook some chicken, right? I bake some chicken. That kid goes back to his house and he loved the chicken. He goes back to his house and it's like, hey mom, Makandi's mom made this baked chicken and these are the things that are in it. Can you make some for me? And she just throws 4 big chicken breasts in a Pyrex pan, puts it in the oven. That's what they have for dinner with nothing on it. That chicken, unseasoned, is what I feel like I was watching when I was watching the breakdancing. And it wasn't just...
Of course you did. Of course you did, because you are keeping the street element still in it. It's just like that dude, Rob. It's just like that dude that was doing the shooting from Turkey. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their gear on. Everybody had their gear, headphones on, doing it right. Dude was like, yo, I've been doing this for years. No nothing. You know what I'm saying? That was like, yo, that's crazy. He took what the foundation of it and shook it of doing, all I can say is this. I didn't particularly care for the judging. I didn't understand it. I wish they would have did that. I wish I would have saw the introductions on how they got the people into the contest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would watch track or field, like, you know what I'm saying, track and field. You were like, okay, they're running for the, you know what I'm saying, they're going for the Olympics. I didn't see.
They did. I'll say this, Tico. They discussed competitions prior to the Olympics over the past 4 years. Okay, so they discussed competitions because some of the breakers that had battled each other before in other competitions.
Well, all I know is the Australian coach said that Ray Gunn was the best woman breaker that they had to give.
Did you see the post that I sent? But I showed the video of her. Like, you saw how she won. Like on some real shit. Like on some real shit.
Yeah, because she made it.
She tried to do that. The head spin she tried to do, and on the joint, she didn't really hit it. But when she like auditioned for the shit, kind of hit it.
So there's a lot of swirling.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Sorry, Kate. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I looked at the men's competition and I paid close attention to the Australian team representative on the men's competition, and he was trash. He was trash.
He was better than her. He was better than
her. But the Australian team itself was trash.
Well, let me ask you this.
Trash.
Let me ask you this. If you're in the Olympics, if your country into the Olympics, do you have to be in every event? Do you have to have somebody representing every event?
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
You don't. But here's the thing. So a lot of the media appearances after she hasn't done one. She's like laying low or whatever. But her coach and then someone else from Australia, some dude from Australia, and this person and that person, and this article, think piece or whatever. So one thing I read says that her routine during the Olympic competition was in protest because they felt that the Olympics was exploiting breaking.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you go? Anyway,
so to exploit it, so to protest exploiting the art of breakdancing.
You made a mockery. You made a mockery of it. Yes,
exactly.
And then this other breaking coach that's been coaching breakdancing in Australia for 20 years. He said that's like she's an established breaker in Australia, and that's just her style. She's just free with it. Don't know what that means, but I also do know that you could be established at a lot of things. Do y'all know how much I love karaoke?
Yeah, we know.
Do you know that I could technically, like, if I hit up every fucking karaoke spot here on a weekly basis, like Tico be doing the rounds with his comedy, that I could be an established karaoke performer? Y'all know that, right? You know what y'all also know? I can't fucking sing.
Yeah. I mean, that's where we were gonna go with it, but you know.
So the fact that you're established at doing something good for you, because that means you have will and drive, but what you might not have is skill.
Well, let me flip this on you then. As far as the world's most famous break dancer right now, could you tell me the name of the guy who won the gold?
No, everybody's talking about her.
Now everybody tell me the one who lost. You know who she is. She's the world's She is the world's famous breakdancer, whether she's good or bad. Right
is
now,
our fault or her fault?
No. And I'm listening. Let me tell you something. Now she could take this and she could, crawl in a rock and cry, or she could roll over and say, hey, let me make this motherfucking money. Right now, whatever she got going on is fucking damn is making money. They making memes off her shit. I guarantee you this. If I was her, for Halloween about to pop off, you best believe I had them fucking tracksuits in the motherfucking damn store right now. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make motherfucking positive out this motherfucking negative shit y'all got going on for me. You best believe there's gonna be a fucking bunny dance popping off for the little kids fucking dance. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro.
Kangaroo
shit.
But but I do have to give man respect and shouts out to Canada's Phil Wizard, who was the gold medalist in the men's competition, because he was dope. He was dope from round robin all the way through. I was like, shit, yo, he nice. He nice like that.
See him and Jeffro go together. I like to see him.
Exactly. You look. Can I speak about Jeffro for a second? Can I speak about Jeffro for a second?
Yeah.
So, shut up, Rob. But anyway, Rod Digger I saw this post on X from Rod Digger, who was asking, and this was on Friday, where were the black breakers during the women's competition? And then somebody posted, well, this is the men's team. I mean, this is the whole U.S. team, and you see, that they do have a brother on the team by the name of Jeffro. All right, so she had to change it. So yeah, so I guess I meant Black American. Then you had someone post under it. Well, his background is Haitian, so he's not Black American. And then when I saw that, my eyes start to roll because I'm like, oh, here we go with that foundational Black American bullshit.
Man, we got to remember, man. We still
okay, but that's a whole.
We still got options in this motherfucker that still say like, "Get your hand out my pockets" type shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit kills me, P. That shit right there kills me. Like, when is enough is going to be enough? When you
thank you.
Shit.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Petty, there's too much other shit to be fucking with, and you just worried about this petty shit, man.
The whole diaspora is about more than being Black American. All right, but I'm gonna be honest with you. This is gonna be another argument or another conversation for another show. All right, because look, I'm about to go off on a tangent. Well, I'm about to go off on a slight tangent. Shut up, Rob. About to go off on a slight tangent here, all right? Because this, seeing that post was another reason why, the FDA ADOS conversation and HOTEP gets on my last damn nerves. And
what you got to explain, Perry?
FDOS. I'm sorry, FBA. Foundational Black American. ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves.
I'm just black.
Yeah, and it's a whole subset of people that only represent those that are Black that were born in America and whose lineage can be traced back to slavery times in America. And
first of all, man, if you want everybody to be equal, cut that bullshit out. They gave us a title. We're human beings. That's what the fuck we are. All this color shit is bullshit. Let that shit go. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying it out loud.
Like I said, that's going to be another argument or a topic for another show that I would love to address with those. And I'm putting it out there. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there in the, in the ethos.
I don't know if
it's a conversation that I would love for us as straight to tape to have with those that are members of the foundational Black American community that are that are part of the American Descendants of Slaves community, okay, and dare I say it, some of those that are part of the HOTEP community.
Nope.
That's for another show. If y'all want to have that conversation, and if some of y'all out there that want to have that conversation with us, we welcome the conversation. We welcome to talk. I mean, hit us up.
We'll have it. We'll have it on Mulatto Mondays. We'll have it on Mulatto Mondays just for you.
I hate you,
all
Tico.
ADSs.
I hate you, Tico.
Calling all HOTEPs.
What kind of what would you put out to trap a hotel? Like what kind of trail?
A HOTEP trap? What the fuck? What is a HOTEP trap? Yeah, I gotta hear this. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm asking, like you would put out, you know how in the movie E.T. like he put out Reese's Pieces, the Lord E.T. Like what What would you put out the lure hotel to?
Brazil nut.
Yeah. First of all, you wake them up with
No,
a
you
text
say Brazil.
advising.
No, Rob, no, Rob, fill me on what I'm gonna say for the trap.
What?
Snow bunnies with a tan.
You stupid.
I got that book, by the way. Beware Snow Bunnies. It's hilarious.
Not snow bunny. That's crazy.
It's a children's book, by the way. It's a cartoon children's book.
Snow bunnies.
Oh,
All right, let's wrap this shit up, cuz.
yeah. We're about to wrap this up. Look, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us straight to tape. We're here on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right now, exclusively on YouTube. Audio version of Straight to Tape you can find on our favorite in your favorite podcasting platforms. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, S2T Media. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll be in tune with all of the content coming from the media company of your favorite podcast. And make sure you follow us on our social media platforms, IG, Facebook, X, and Thread, Straight Tape or S2T. You'll find us up there, whatever. All right. What y'all got going on this week?
I feel like there's something I'm going to.
Oh, Key, before you do that, look, I want to thank y'all for those that joined me, Key, and Felicia on a little S2T on the side. Whenever something breaks or whenever something is going on, when we don't have a regular show, and we feel we need to talk about that one topic, we're going to talk about that one topic on a little S2T on the side. So thank you for those that joined us for for our last conversation, which was Chicago Dread. We'll see what's going on, in the stratosphere, which will justify us coming on again. So
I feel like a lost episode of Days of Our Lives. So you mean to tell me that you all were seeing audiences on the side? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
yeah, nigga, yeah. And we got the on air debut of the best podcast show running in the game, Felicia Rousseau, and it was a real fun conversation.
She did swimmingly.
Yes,
for her first time out.
Yep. She
Yes.
came out from behind the camera, bro.
Go ahead, Fifi.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like I said, hit us S2T Media. Make sure you follow us. I mean, we got some, like I said, we got some things coming. We got some things coming for you, Philly. Look, we got some things coming for you, Philly folks. All right. We got some things coming from for our NY fam. We got some things. We got some things coming on the male and female perspective. So, make sure you follow. Chico, what you got going on, bro?
15th, I'll be at Comedy Works, Heckle Mike Night. Come on out there. That's at 8:30. The premise of the show is I'll do my set, and while I'm doing my set, some people are going to try to heckle me from not doing my set. So that's going to be interesting and quite funny. Let's see what else I got going. Oh, the 18th, I'm on this podcast. I'll be a guest on this podcast called The Manly Girly podcast. It's
the Manly Girly. Okay.
Yeah. It's a bunch of comics that go on and just talk about some crazy topics. The dude's he's pretty funny guy. The 28th, something might be on the works. I'm still working that angle out, see how that goes down. So I should know something in the next couple of days. And and again, starting up that morning show again, and for the morning group.
Pump the name of the morning show, and where we can find
Morning Groove, early in the morning. You can catch that on the Green Wonders Network. Download that app; it's free. Come check me out, man. I'm doing things. Yeah.
I love to hear that. Love to hear that. What we got going on this weekend, y'all?
I feel like I'm supposed to go somewhere, but I don't know.
Yeah, same here, man. It's a couple. Yeah, I got a couple stops I need to make, but yeah.
Well, I'll go ahead. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say it. Friends of the podcast, Zoe Tall Black Guy will be in town this weekend for 2 shows at Miss Elaine's Assembly Room in Durham, North Carolina. The
it might have just popped up on my schedule.
Yeah, me and Mrs. C. Perry II will be in the building. Make sure you come through. If you were at last year's Zone Tall Black Guy show in Durham, when Zone Tall Black Guy show up in Durham, that is usually a special show because the full foreign exchange music family is normally in the building. Yeah, in the building. And Rob, tell the people how we enjoyed last year's show when they were at, when they were at what club was, I forgot the name of the spot.
Club. Somebody don't kill me. I forgot the name of the spot. But
it's
it was a dope show, man. It was a completely dope show. It's almost like all the foreign exchange was there, but they didn't perform as the foreign exchange, but they pretty much they perform. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. You know what I mean?
Which show you going to the night show, P?
I'm going to the night. Yeah, we're going to the night show. It's just like, I'll be honest with you. Rob and I and Fan were out there chilling last year. And it was just a beautiful show because it was straight up friends of S2T. Okay. You had Zoe Tall Black Guy, you had Carlita Duran. Make sure you're checking out Carlita Duran's new album, this new EP that's dropping at the end of this month from FE Music. Be My Fiasco. Darian Brockington, who has a really good new album out right now. Of course, Fonte, and of course, friend of the show, Nicolay. And you'll be talking about Nicolay on another time as well. But was also in the house. Beautiful show, special show, a show that the other stops don't get, and that's the stop. That's the show that we get.
Durham's the homies.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah.
Their VIP comes with wine and charcuterie.
Yeah. Wait. Hold up. Red's gonna be in town on August 25th. Is that what we just saw?
Yeah,
that's what we saw. That's what we saw.
Yeah.
All right, so you saw that the homie Big Red is gonna be in town. Is gonna be in town from LA, and you're gonna be chilling here in Raleigh, which is a beautiful thing. So
they had a nice earthquake yesterday.
Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah, I saw a lot of people reacting to that on social media. Y'all can have
right
that
over there, Reggie.
And listen, I was tripping on that little nudge we got a couple summers ago. I was laying in my bed, and my bed did like this little twitch like this right here. And I was like, what the hell? And then everybody on social media was like, yeah, that was we got a little earthquake. Nah, what they experienced out there yesterday.
Earthquake.
Yeah, that was a real earthquake. So
all right. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, for the comedian Tigo the Gallo, for the quintessential hip hop mom, Keisha with Y, of course, for our social media assassin, Rob the Actual, Shaman C. Perry II. Thank you for tuning in to Straight to Tape. We'll be back.
Yo, P.
We'll be back. What?
P.
What?
Sometimes I blow up my blow up doll with helium. It's hard to get. So I can play hard to get.
So you can play hard to get, or
So it can play hard to get.
Hey, we'll be seeing y'all.
Rob,
We'll check y'all out next time.
Rob,
Hit the
cue the
button.
outro, baby. Cue the outro, yo.